Very much, our colleagues who are here, and I believe there are other colleagues in the virtual space. We are very, very happy that you can be with us this afternoon. We were supposed to be together yesterday, but because of security issues, it was not possible to get everybody into the room. So we had to reschedule to today. We are happy, but we apologize for any inconvenience that might have been caused. The African Development Bank and the African Union go a long way together. Immediately after the formation of the OAU, one of the first strategic decisions made was to come up with the African Development Bank. And it has grown and continues to grow, and we have deepened our collaboration. And what the event we're going to have this afternoon is an indicator, just an indicator of the various areas where we are collaborating. And when we collaborate like this, it also reinforces the role of the African Development Bank as the knowledge partner to the African Union in the G20. The documents that are going to be unveiled, among others, will be very, very, very critical inputs in the work of the various African Union delegations when they attend the G20 meetings now and in the future. They're going to be very valid for a long time to come. But they also have a very direct impact on the lives of the African people. The strategic framework on key actions to achieve inclusive growth and sustainable development in Africa is a direct response to the first aspiration of the African Union Agenda 2063. We envisage an Africa which is moving progressively, anchored on inclusive growth and sustainable development. So that has been operationalized. We envisage an Africa that is going to considerably reduce poverty and move Africa out of, most of our economies, out of their status of being in the middle income trap. And as you go through the document, when it's unveiled, it will require a huge, huge, huge mindset change among policymakers, among individuals. I'll give you just one example, which is from chapter 3 of the strategic framework. It says that if we have GDP growth of 5% between 2023 and 2033. Then we rev it up to 8% up to 2053. And then it stabilizes at 6% up to 2063. The transformation that we're going to achieve is an Africa rising from GDP per capita of $4,800 in 2023 to $65,000 in 2063, and annual GDP of $160 trillion. When I said this finding in a recent meeting on the free movement of people, I asked the audience, how many of you believe that come 2063, GDP per capita in 2063 will be $65,000? There were very, very few hands. So can we try it again in this audience? How many of you believe that in 2063, Africa's GDP per capita will be $65,000? Let me see a show of hands. I'm one of those. You're allowed to raise both hands. So here we have a majority. It depends. Okay, but the key issue is that we need to act, and act resolutely. If we act resolutely, we are going to achieve that. there should be no self-doubt. We need really to say, this is our vision. We want a progressive Africa. Let's move and do it. If we do it, whatever challenge will come, we shall meet those challenges and continue the journey across. So this is something very, very, very transformative. And now we have put it before the heads of state and government, and we're going to ask the member states to domesticate. During the preparation of this document, I was briefed that for each country that is interested, the economic model that was used to come up with this calculation projection can be done at the national level. So we're going to advocate. And one of the decisions, let's hope it is going to be adopted by the Assembly when they're sitting down. One of the decisions is that each year, the chairperson of the African Union Commission and the president of the African Development Bank should give an annual report to the Assembly on the implementation of the strategic framework at the national, regional, and the continental level. So if we are resolute, we are going to achieve that. And the same for the Africa Financing Stability Mechanism is going to save us a lot of resources when we start really implementing it. The heads of state and government have decided on various aspects, one of which is shareholding. But once we have it, I think it is going to really transform Africa considerably. So it's with these few words that I welcome you to this audience, and I'm very, very happy that all of you are very, very, very optimistic that Africa can change course and move towards progress if she so wills it. So let us collectively will it and create the Africa we want. Thank you very much for your attention.